Hi, my name is Loretta Chavez Aja. I have been in the field for 30 years. I opened my first school in 1992 in Scottsdale. It was called Little Miracles. From there, I ventured into Phoenix with Little Kids and Company in 1995. And in 2005, I opened Teach and Tots. Since I have sold Little Miracles, and I work at both schools, Little Kids and Company and Teach and Tots. So I was going to college to be an attorney, and I had a pretty set path in life with my husband, and we decided it was time to have a child. And we had my first daughter, Tina Marie, in June of 92. And our plan was that I went back to work at 6 weeks, at 6 weeks. And I looked at schools and I just couldn't go back at preschools, childcare is back then. And it became a very big discussion for him and I, because that wasn't what we agreed on while he was in the military and I was bringing in a little more money. So I was supposed to be going back to work. And so I started watching children, and it wasn't something I ever thought I would get into, but I loved it immediately. And I loved my daughter so much that I ventured into opening my own school. I think the biggest challenge would be when I decided the route that I wanted to get into the field, and I was young and I didn't really know anything about a business. So I worked at night to pay my own bills and to help actually pay some of the salaries of the few employees I did have, because I didn't have enough children. And one day a gentleman came in and he had 3 children, and he looked at the center, and when he was leaving, he said to me, what makes you think that you can watch my 3 children? You're pretty young. And I said to him, I don't think you should leave your children unless you feel comfortable with anyone. And I said, but every child that comes through the door, I'm going to treat like my own. And I'm going to have only staff that will treat them the same way. I would say we really like it being involved with Quality First. They have helped in numerous ways. Financially is a big one, because there are a lot of financial struggles with daycare, especially over the last few years. And also I would say Maricopa County, their health department, the coach that we have, the nurse that works with us, is always very resourceful. And if she doesn't know an answer for us, she will investigate it. And she will definitely send us any links and provide us with flyers, paperwork, anything that helps educate us as well on, especially if it's something that, we all kind of have to investigate together and work together to find the correct answer and solutions. And they're actually a great help. I would say something that has inspired me is that my own daughters. Sometimes you feel like, am I really making a difference? And I had told them years ago, this is a super hard field. And when you have staff call in, it weighs down on the director. And so I had actually said to them, I don't want you to follow my footsteps. I would like you to do something else. But both of them began working at the schools, and they really made a difference. They love what they do, and they gave me back the energy to really feel important. And I know they go home every day because it is challenging. And we both centers are in a little bit more of a children just need a little bit more. And they go home at the end of the day a little exhausted, but knowing that they were important to every child that comes through the doors. But both my daughters, like I said, like, we're going to college to be early education teachers. I was excited, a little overwhelmed, but excited because they know the importance of early education. We don't just come to work and at work and that's it. We leave it when we go out the door. It'd be nice to say that, but we go home and we end up texting or chatting with each other because we'll say, did you see this program? Did you see these new studies that have, that are out there? And we talk about things on the weekend, even though we don't mean to. And my boys, if they read something and they'll say, did you see this study done, on the brain and with infants or whatever it may be. And so everyone's it's life, and they understand completely now the importance of those early years. And so as well as my daughters, they see the importance. They don't have children yet, but they know like all these things that they know to be for the child to have the best exposure opportunities, brain development. And so it's exciting to see when they started learning more, as well as myself. I'm going to finish my degree. And if you remember, I said originally I started off wanting to be an attorney. And then I switched it to wanting to be a counselor, psychiatrist. Then I jumped into early education many years later. And so these last, I'd say 10 years, 5 years, we all kind of dived in hard. And I just finished my degree in May, and they'll both finish this December. And I kind of held off. I did a ceremony, but my daughters were like, do a second ceremony so we can all three go together, because basically we did go together. We're teachers at this young age as well. We all have gone through training. We all know the importance of the brain development in these early years. And that's where everything's beginning. And I think that it's so important because I don't think everybody realizes that it all starts at birth. All the connections are made up until the 5th year, being 5 years old. So yes, they're still learning. I mean, I'm still learning to this day. So we're continually learning, but those first 5 years of exposure are the most important. And I don't think that as parents, as adults, that everybody realizes those first 5 years, what really is happening in the brain, what's really happening with our children, and the exposure of everything around them, everything at home. Diversity and inclusion, to me, it's such a broad spectrum, but I think about, so all the children to me it doesn't matter what their circumstances are, they're all important and they're all unique in different ways. Some of them might need more understanding, more patience. I've been in the field for a long time. I wish that there was a way that those of us, anyone who wanted to, get in touch, share stories, share ideas, to create and continue to create the best learning experience for children, that reach out to me and let's do something. Let's all share some positive learning experiences and information and for our centers and for each other, and also just to be a great support group for one another. But all of us just strive to be the best that we can be for the children.